We are Cindy and Eddie.
And this is Squeeze the Day.
Welcome to Davenport.
We woke up nice and early this morning so we can go and check out Davenport's murals. There are a lot of them and they are fantastic. Definitely worth a stop.
Be sure to drive around and check them all out. This is just a couple of the many we saw.
What better way to start your day than having breakfast at the Rock Cafe?
Located in Stroud, Oklahoma, this is where the concept for the movie Cars came about. The food was so good, I can only imagine that's why.
Got a little gift shop in here as well. How cute is this?
That behind us is the original Route 66. It's definitely weathered.
Right after a very delicious breakfast, we continue along Route 66.
This is another stretch of the old highway. Can you imagine this all the way to Chicago? And this is what Highway 66 looks like nowadays here in Oklahoma.
Back then, they also drove a lot slower, so these roads weren't too bad for them.
This is Rock Creek Bridge on the original Route 66.
In Bristol, we came across a train depot and museum, which was pretty epic.
And here is the entrance.
Originally opened for business April 17, 1923. We found out a lot of history, not only of the Bristol station, which includes Gene Autry once working here, but also a lot of the national train history, including how the first messaging service works. By using a hook with a message attached to it, and then somebody on the train would have to grab the hook to get the message.
Bristol claimed to be the peanut capital of the world, passed an ordinance that any restaurant that served a glass of water to a customer had to give them a peanut in the shell, or they got fined 50 cents or $5.
Make sure you come here for Western Heritage Days in August. Here's the Chrysler Site.
All of this and more can be found at bristolhistory.org.
Let us know what you think of this historic site right here for Bristol. We are super excited to have an opportunity to be able to walk through there and take a look at it. They are doing a fundraiser to try and preserve the history here. If you really wanted to fill up, how about using that gas station? We've got these front ends and they run in the front of this building, which is a part of the car museum right here.
Unfortunately, it wasn't open.
We stopped by Crossroads of America, where Route 66 and Route 75 make the meeting of these two roads in Tulsa, Oklahoma, very significant.
That's a really good map.
We finally made it to her Meltdown Diner 2. This restaurant has an eclectic feel and is in a great location, so it was a must-go-to for us for lunch. We got some really delicious food. We're going to show you that in just a minute. It's got an amazing history behind how this restaurant is now owned by Sarah, who's put her heart and soul into it, and it's very much deserved to be hers.
Originally called the Meltdown Diner, Sarah changed it to her Meltdown Diner 2.
The sandwiches we had were the whole hog and the jalapeno popper melt, and they were so good that as I'm editing this, I'm getting hungry for them again. This is on my favorite places to go list. The next major city we're going to be visiting is Tulsa, Oklahoma, and we would love to spend a lot more time here because it's an amazing town. Unfortunately, we are limited, but we're going to go to this spot.
Eddie is standing in what's known as the center of the universe.
I have an echo. I'm hearing myself, so I'm wondering how far this goes.
As it turns out, unfortunately, my phone didn't record the echo, but it's still cool. Of course, the rest of Tulsa is pretty awesome too. Since this is going to be our last day in Oklahoma, we just wanted to say that Oklahoma is one of those states that has a lot of information out about Route 66. So much paperwork is floating around everywhere that you can find something to do while you're here. Our next stop is going to be the Big Blue Well of Catoosa. This is one of the most easily recognized attractions on Route 66. Created in the early 70s by Hugh Davis for his wife because she collected whales.
We're inside the belly of the fish.
I guess that's kind of technically the tail.
The tail of the fish.
Tail of the fish. Tail of two fish. Two cities. Next, we go to Ed Galloway's Totem Pole Park.
Totem poles are all different sizes and shapes. There's one big totem pole that is massive. This place is right by the roadside, so there's some noise issue a little bit, but check this out. Cool, right?
The largest totem pole is hollow and allows you entry into it. Let's go take a look around. Then we go back outside to visit the Fiddle House Museum. This is one of the best places we've been able to find for unique Route 66 souvenirs. The original woodwork here is on another level, and each one of the fiddles that is hanging up here is made from different kinds of wood, all made by Ed Galloway.
And these are the tools that he used.
They also have on display the grandfather of all Route 66 guidebooks. It's not for sale. The next town we arrived in was Chelsea, Oklahoma. The Pryor Creek Bridge was part of the original Route 66, but it's no longer in use. And now we've arrived in Veneta. This memorial commemorates a stop by FDR.
Welcome to Afton.
These towns are all so very different.
Welcome to Miami, Oklahoma.
Of course, we had to highlight Miami, Oklahoma, just because we love the name, but it refers to the Miami tribe.
As you can see, this town looks a whole lot different from the town we just left. It's hard to say why some have survived while others haven't.
We've just come across a statue of Mickey Mantle.
After coming across the statue of historic baseball player Mickey Mantle, we were close to the border of Kansas. That's right, Route 66 does go through Kansas, and they're pretty proud of that.
Welcome to Baxter Springs.
In Baxter Springs, Kansas, we ran into an awesome couple that was telling us about their travel. They are on Instagram called Carrie's Happy Trails. If you check them out, tell them we said hi. They are RVers and
They were telling us about the Baxter RV park in the area. They said it was really nice. So this goes out to all of you RVers. Go check that out.
Kansas promotes Route 66 different than Oklahoma, though they both did promote Route 66 significantly. Kansas has information kiosks with lots of information, including Route 66, as well as the town that the kiosk is in.
That is the biggest Route 66 sign either one of us have seen. How big exactly is that?
It's massive.
It's the car's fueling station on Route 66.
Our final stop of this drive takes us to Galena, Kansas, where we're going to reminisce a little about the Cars movie. Before we leave Kansas, you gotta remember one thing. There's no place like home.
Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. We are in Mexico, which is why the last video that we put out was delayed by so long. We had to pack, travel, get everything done. It just wasn't enough time to get it out to you on time. Our apologies for that. But once we're done with the Route 66 videos, look forward to our Mexico videos. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so that you can continue to follow along with us as we continue on this adventure.
And as always, squeeze the day and be well.